This is a live recorded game. We are playing against English. Gonna be kind of a funky matchup. We did play this the other day. As if I winnable. That was when our opponent going council on really aggro on us. Ooh. Landed arm rush, and he really rushed it, because it's not just like, I mean, he's 50, we're at 50 seconds, he's already Asian it up, so that's a pretty big deal. That's kind of a mistake there. There's sheep back here, it's okay though. Council hall. Okay. Good to know. Yes, and then we just put a tower like up front or something. It's gonna be kind of funny, but we're just gonna build like a shit ton of towers, so you can't like actually get into our shit here. Okay. I think we will actually want. Okay. You're building a ram? Okay. Okay, we can get some upgrades here, maybe, maybe not. 50 stone, what do I need? Okay, let's go over here. Oh my god, the lag is crazy. Okay, just run that right there. Okay. We'll go up to... What's the spears there? Trying to get this tower up. Relic Urus? Or Muscovy? Muscovy, I think. So we don't really know what's going on. Want the gold tech? It's so annoying.
Ирчүүдээ бид одоодох цаг ирсэн. Юу хүсмүү?
Тушаал буулгах цаг бол.
Тушаал буулгах цаг болов.
Үе бидэнд ажил хэрэгтэй буй. Уугал ард бэлэн бол уугал ардаа.
Та юу хэмээн тушаах вэ? Миний үгээр шат. Ирчүүдээ бид
Таны тушаалыг олдоо. Биднийг харваж байна.
Ирчүүдээ бид миний үгээр явагдахгүй.
Тасны сумаас.
Ирчүүдээ бид
Надуур ажил өгнөн буй за. Ажил хуяа бэлэг. Зүйтэй. Хинд ажил.
Ирчүүд шат бүдээгүйд бид одоодох цаг ирчүүдээ хөдөл. Ирчүүдээ танд зүтгэхүйе бил.
Oh, we grabbed the Muscovy. Whoops. That's kind of a mistake. I didn't actually mean to do that, I think.
Зүйтэй. Намайг хааш явуулахгүй буй. Би танд барж өгсөн.
Ирчүүд бүдээгүйд бид би мандайсан явсан. Ирчүүдээ одоодох цаг ирсэн. Өтөр гүйтгий. Ирчүүдээ бид шат бүдээгүйд ирчүүдээ хөдөл. Юу одоодох цаг ирсэн. Би мандайсан явсан.
Биднийг харваж байна.
Ирчүүдээ бид танд зүт
Тушаалыг үгдөөгүй дагахуя.
та юу хэмээн тушаах вэ?
Бай.
Ирчүүдээ өөрөдөө шат бүдээгүйд бид
Биднийг харваж байна.
хой чимээгүй. Тушаах сонсохгүй.
Тугаар анхааралтай байна уу?
Уугал ардаа. Ажилдаа бай.
Одоодох цаг ирсэн.
Уугал ардаа бүгд хөндөө. Тушаалыг
Ирчүүдээ дайсан бидний хэрэгтэй. Шат бүдээгүйд бид зэрэглэн
уугал ардаа.
ирчүүдээ өөртөө үлдэх.
Oh my god.
Танд зүтэх үе.
Ажил цаг болов. Хэрэгтэй. Тэнгэр минь биднийг харуулж байна уу?
Ирчүүдээ бид
Удахгүй тушаал гүцгий.
ирчүүдээ
Ажиллах цаг бол.
Бүгд сонс.
Ажиллах цаг боллоо.
Та юу хэмээн тушаах буй? Тэгэй. Та юу хэмээн тушаах буй?
ирчүүдээ бид
Тушаал бүдээгүйд. Всем приготовитесь на повинуемся наказом.
Надуур ажил өгнө. Уугал ардаа. Ажилдаа бид бол.
одоодох цаг ирсэн. Миний үгээр явагдахгүй. Ирчүүдээ би мандайсан явсан. Ирчүүдээ хөдөл. Нарда хичээсэн. Хойд баатар жагтав.
Ажил хуяа бэлэг.
도샤리가 우구도구 있다는 거야? 왜지?
цугаараа анхааралтай байна. Бүгд сонс.
도샤리 좀
Бүгд цугаар анхаарал шүү.
하루아침에 빗게 어떻게 도샤리 어서 그것도 하루아침다. 어이니 같아 도샤리가 깔았다. 지 용후스모이 다 용해맥 도샤리모이. Всем приготовитесь надо. 단대 주택 후에 빛. 단대 주택 후에 빛. 자,
Зүйтэй. Хин ажил хэрэгтэй. Би түүнийг миний
I want to get increased supplies, but it's kind of sketchy right now.
어이니 나카자 ожидай.
Миний угаад яв. Ташаат бүдэхүйд бидэд
어이니 나브라이스 가
танд. За.
빛이 감싸지 말고. 용후스모이 단대 주택 후에 빛.
Бодогдох цаг ирлээ.
надуур ажил өмнө буугаад та. Ажилдаа би.
Ирчүүдээ бид өтөр гүйцэтгэе.
Oh, we're so close.
Ташаат бүдэхүйд бидэд. Ирчүүдээ бид
다 도샤리가 우구도구 있다는
би мандайдан явсан.
950.
Ирчүүдээ
So close yet so far.
Всем приготовитесь надо.
62 a minute?
Юу хийж эзлэхгүй.
What the?
Ажиллахгүй яа бэлэг. Би түүнийг удахгүй барай.
бодогдох цаг ирлээ. Ташаат бүдэхүйд бидэд.
어이니 같아. 어이니 나카자 ожидай. Ходите на
Ирчүүдээ бид
Юу хийж эзлэх.
Тушаал буулгах цаг бол бай. Энд ажил хэрэгтэй.
ирчүүдээ бид тодогдох цаг ирлээ. Ирчүүдээ хөдөр ирчүүдээ тодогдох цаг ирлээ.
Elchude, bild.
Is chute. Bit.
Elchude, bild.
Дошаад хүлээ бим.
Одондох цаг ирлээ.
Тодорхой цаг ирлээ. Зевсэг юм.
Хошоодын төвөө хамгаална. Одондох цаг ирлээ.
Is chute. Bit.
Натура ажил өг.
Бүгд сонс.
Туршаа.
Хошоод болох цаг бол бай.
Дош.
Elchude. Аммундраази. Анх хүчил дүгсүү.
Is chute. Марта. Марта.
Нар анхааралтай байна уу? Элchude, биld. Элchude, зөрөгтэй тавьчихдах уу? Ажиллах цаг боллоо.
Юу хэмээн тушаах танд зүрх үеэмэл.
Хошоод бүлээгүй. Одондох цаг ирлээ.
Тодорхой цаг үүрэгтэй үл.
Хошоод бүлээгүй биld. Элchude,
Elchude.
Elchude, bild.
Okay, stone armies. Okay.
Войне набрать готовится.
Марта. Аннор танд хүчил.
Elchude, bild.
Дошаад хүлээхгүй бид.
Зүйтэй. Энд ажил хэрэгтэй буй. Одоо үүлийг барьсан.
Elchude. Bit.
Одондох цаг ирлээ.
We also reached imp, which is okay. We're on the way to imp.
Elchude, зөрөгтэй тавьчихдах уу?
Дело сделано. Что накажете?
Орудие готово к брани.
Бүгд цанс. Туршаада болох цаг болов.
Ажиллах цаг бол шаа бүлээгүй биld.
Тушаат чи юм хүсгүй.
Одондох цаг ирлээ. Энэ амдаа явсан. Элchude, тэнгэр минь бидний харж байна. Орудие, стреляю!
Всем приготовитесь. Уразуме.
Хошоод бүлээгүй биld. Элchude,
Хошоод праваач.
Elchude, bild. Ичээсүү. Юу хийж эцлэг?
Цугаараа анхааралтай байв.
Хоёр баатар бүгд бэжиг.
Elchude. Бичээсүү.
Зүйтэй. Энэ
Туршаад болох цаг болов.
одондох цаг ирлээ. Үүрэгтэй хүйтүү. Бэ амбайдаг явсан. Хошоод бүлээгүй биld.
Дошаад хүлээхгүй бид. Танд хүчил зүтгсүү. Саман мандраатай. Elchude. Bit. Elchude. Хүлээх. Бичээсүү.
Элchude, биld.
ist schon der. Marta, orgasmena. 호도떡 차길 때. 제리득승이 올라올 때. 또 샤프대 굿.
Приказывайте. Я готов.
Натура ажил өгнөн буйзаа.
호도키 나도라.
So interesting how aggressive it was early on. But without a villager pull, I didn't even think about it. But yeah, he definitely needed the village. If he had villager pulled that, we would have been in pretty rough straits. Then you can see, even though we lost a ton of villagers, let's go villager count. Oh wow, that's a massive difference right there. We did okay with his army, but he really committed to us on there, and we basically had no increase in eco for 10 minutes, which is pretty crazy. And somehow during that, our resources gathered wasn't that bad. I think it's probably a good thing we did the Muscovy. This is English we're playing against, so at first I thought it was a mistake that I went into, but I guess I do remember now because it was going against English. So for saying I thought it was a mistake, I was like, why can't I build an uwu, a relic uwu? We did end up grabbing all three anyways, which is nice. And what's our trade look like for stone? 7? 33 traders. So that's the other nice thing too, like even though he like fucked up our eco, you can even see here like our villager graph is a little bit different here, because even right around here we started trickling some traders. When he killed a couple of them, which were going like sneaky trade over here, he did a really good job of noticing this over here too. He must have scouted it out. And we did a really bad job noticing like when he was pushing us here. Also, one thing I have to look at this, but like 20% production speed. Again, I still don't know why I'm on production speed edict. I should probably get another one. I guess I just didn't have the stone for it. What's all this army? Yeah, that's crazy. The stone is just crazy. How fast these things train. So even though he was like, this has got to be a bug. 6 seconds for an elite Turgon. It's got to be a bug. That's 27. This is 17. This is still really strong. 17 seconds for 3 Keshik. Is really strong. It really makes pushing your brace like a nightmare for guys. I guess I could have had more uwus out. I've only got 1 uwu, 2 uwus, 3 uwus. Okay, so I could have 1 more uwu. But his army was moving in big blobs, which is okay for us. And even though we didn't take like a great like situation over here, great fight, it did delay his gold a little bit. It did force him to drop a Berkshire back here. Like if he had dropped his Berkshire, I don't know, maybe up here or mid map over here, wouldn't have been half bad. And also, actually, when he was pushing us over here, he kind of messed up, and in the sense that he like stopped pushing us with army, sent his army back, if he had kept pushing us here, that would have been a much harder situation for us because our trade would have been kind of shut off. But not actually though, I guess, because we could always trade there. We still had this whole thing open and we could just re-up army over here and deal with it. But I do... yeah, definitely without the Uvu relics or whatever it is, the upgrade for that, I don't know what it's called. It definitely becomes quite tough. And we've got all these guys and they're taking off 2 wood per. Interesting. Crash bonus army. Bonus armor giving +1. Yeah, everybody's buffed up with Karashes right now, which is pretty strong. And then how many tour goods do I have in here mixed in? 14. So it's like my cons are going to die, which means I'm always going to get a... Crash against nearby units +1 armor. 30 level 3, 30% weapon damage. Which is really strong. It hasn't even kicked on yet, but when it does kick on, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, I guess against English, one thing we do need to watch next time is for the Dark Age rush. So instead of doing like our own little scouting thing or whatever, we definitely should shoot straight across to the base. And then just in general, I think as Golden Horde against basically any civ, you need to be looking for Dark Age cheese, because this is kind of like the one weak spot Golden Horde has is like Dark Age. But man, after that, it's just really strong. And Roost Troops are upgraded with increased armor and a Bardish axe. Dispatch forces from Golden Trent by 30 plus 30 stone. The cost of call roosters is reduced by 10 stone every 30 seconds. So 10 stones would be 11 times. So 5.5 minutes, you'd get a free roost tribute. Each military building will reduce the cost by an additional 5 stone up to a maximum 70 stone reduced. So it could be at to 40 stone cost, which is every 2 minutes. That's not bad. Every 2 minutes for... it's not great, but we can make it work, I guess. See, no roost tributes here. That little ram push we did with those roost tributes was really a little bit sneaky, but it was really nice. Even though it didn't per se get tons of damage done, it did drop this white tower, which was a lot of wood investing for him. It did pull his army over here, so we were able to hit this at the same time, idle that, so... Multi-prong attack was kind of the big thing. I think, and honestly, I think he could have won. Our opponent could have won here if he had just kept pushing it. I don't know if he could have won, but he definitely could have kept pushing. I'm surprised though. And the way she was kind of like ram-walling, he was suddenly hitting us with a couple rams and stuff. It's okay for here. And honestly, I'm not that impressed with the fortified towers. I don't know why, but they feel like they're not that tanky, even though I think they're tankier than regular towers. I think a regular tower is 1200, but I'm not sure. But man, I felt like maybe I could have microed this better, but quite tough with that push coming in. I wasn't sure what we could do there. And even though I dropped 3 towers. Instead of dropping, I guess the plus side of dropping 3 towers made him commit to this, and we kind of got sneaky gold over here, and we were able to get a lot of it. We were able to get 1600 gold from there. These guys up here did their thing. Compilation. Ooh, ceremony. Ooh, we never get survival techniques. That's kind of not good. I mean, we didn't really get on our deer very much, but I guess we would have been able to shortly. And we got 35 villagers on that. And we got 10 villagers on food. It must be these guys up here. And these guys over here? Yeah. Okay. Well, interesting game. Yeah, so, I mean, he definitely kind of committed to the push, but he didn't really fully commit. And then when he was kind of like harassing here, it was kind of like a pain in the ass. We ended up moving our villagers, but it didn't really equate to anything. And he sent like 2 rams one at a time. So if that army had like rotated around and not let us set up, it would have been a lot of damage. Though, admittedly, when he did eventually rotate, he did get a ton of damage in. Villager count equalizing. And that's just with the little raids catching us up to this big difference. But we were also trading behind all of this, which is a really big deal. Especially Mongol trade, wood, food, and then yeah, when we get into especially if you don't get if you get the Rus Muscovy Yasak, then you definitely want to get stone trade ASAP. So, oops, cool. Well, that'll be that for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one.